Hey there, it's Laura, and welcome to Dumbbell HIIT. We've got a 15-minute intense HIIT workout using one dumbbell. I'm using a 10-pound dumbbell, which is about 4.5 kilos. Feel free to go heavier or lighter depending on your fitness level. You can also use no dumbbell at all. You'll also need a mat or a towel to put on the floor. We're going to be going through 7 different movements and then we will repeat them. Are you ready to burn some calories? Let's get started. All right, let's get warmed up. Start with the arms going up and then squatting back. So we have about a 2.5 minute warm up. So you just use it to loosen up. We're going to be doing a lot of movements, reaching overhead, twisting, squatting. So want to make sure you're good and warm for this. Good, couple more. And then bring your hands to your back, round, release. Just tuck those hips under, press the hips back. How are you feeling today? Are you ready for this workout? Remember, I'll be showing modifications for all of these movements. You do what feels good to you. Bring it up. Take those feet side to side pretty wide, okay? And then shift back, and then shift back. You should feel a stretch in that inner thigh groin. And press those hips back, back. So we're going to be using all the muscles. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. Okay, turn the knees and toes out and give me a squat. Now reach your arms down and up. Keep the chest lifted. Knees and toes on that same angle. Make sure they always line up with each other. So make sure you choose a weight that you can use good form the whole time. You may have a couple of weights so you have options. And step in, a little side to side bend. Keep the abs pulled in. All right, we got about 15 more seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the first move. Keep rolling those shoulders back. So we've got a squat, twist, and then twist. Are you ready? Here we go, 45 seconds. Up, up, sit down, up. Now you can go faster, but I don't want you to sacrifice that squat to do it. So your feet should be turned out a little bit to let those knees turn. Chest stays lifted. So to modify, you can go slower, and of course you can have a lighter weight. Remember, you can always put the weight down. Heart rate should be going up. How you feeling? Time. Okay. You're gonna step back, row, and then switch hands, switch legs. Okay? So you gotta have that forward lean. Go. Pull. Get that elbow back. If you need back support, put that hand on your thigh. Make sure that knee isn't going past your toe. Pull in. Think of retracting that shoulder blade. Pull that shoulder back and in. How you feeling? I shouldn't have looked up as I was lunging. Back. Back. You only have 10 seconds. You're doing great. You can bend that back leg if you want and push into that front heel. Time. Okay, wide squat. Now, I call this the cabbage patch move. That tells you how old I am. I'm going to go down, together, reach out. That's my cabbage patch. Okay? Go. Down. Reach out. Go the other way. Down. Reach out. Now you can squat, go out, smaller range of motion, Make sure you're not dropping that chest. If you don't want to jump with the weight, you don't have to. Whoop, reach down. Don't think too hard. Making a big circle. Keep those knees bent a little bit. See if you can go a little deeper. Almost there. And time. You're doing awesome. So we're gonna do one side, then the other side. Figure eight, figure eight. So just make sure when you do that weight, you don't hit your knee, okay? Go. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Modify. Smaller range of motion. I would rather you have a bigger range of motion with a lighter weight, but that's totally up to you. If you're just getting into working out after having not worked out for a while, or you've never worked out, ease into it, okay? Be kind to yourself. You should be breathing. I think that goes without saying, right? And time. Okay. Lateral lunge. So you're gonna reach out. So one leg stays straight, one leg stays bent. Go. Out. Out. Think of it like a fencer's lunge. This knee toe on an angle, but don't let this happen, okay? Don't let that knee go forward. Push into that heel. Now you want to make it harder? Reach up. Up. Whoop, that didn't do it. There. Over. I start thinking of what's coming next. Up. Now it's okay to increase your speed as long as your form is good. Don't make it ugly. Make it pretty. Ooh. Time. Okay. So we're gonna hold this vertically. I want you to snap at the hip. Use the hip thrust, not your shoulders, to lift that weight. So you're squeezing the glutes tight. You're not doing this, okay? Don't arch your back. Drive through the heel. Really squeeze the glutes. This is really good for working the back side of the body. If you're gonna go slower, I just don't want it to turn into a front raise. I want it to be about that hip thrust, okay? So the arm should just be floating right there. You're not lifting. Rest. Okay. So this is the one where we go down to the mat. We've got one hand working. You're gonna pull in, in. Pull in, in. Now when we go through, we're gonna switch sides. So remember what hand you're starting with. I've got my right hand going with that weight. If you need to modify, you're here. You can take the knee lift out, just do the row, okay? Work as hard as you can, but keep your form nice. Okay, we're almost, this is the last one. Whenever we go to the floor, you know we're at the last one. Last one of the last one. Rest. We're starting over. Squat, overhead press, twist. How you feeling? We just got to go through them again and we're done. Easy peasy, right? Keep the weight close. Go. Reach. Reach. Over. Now, I'm turning. Go slower if you like. Just make sure you're not skimping on that squat. Put that squat in there. You know who you are. Don't be a squat skimper. I just made that up. Over. Remember, put the weight down. If you're starting to fade, put it down. You could be doing this. No shame in that. Nothing wrong with that. Time. The dumbbell just serves as more resistance, that's all. Lunge row. I'm gonna face this way. That's right, I'm feeling crazy. So remember, you're gonna keep switching arms on that row. Go. Lunge back. So you can do, if you want to challenge your core a little bit more. Why am I so wobbly on this? Don't use that hand for support, but make sure you've got the core strength for it. Pushing into this heel to come up. Remember, retract that shoulder blade. Work in the back. What I want you to avoid is this, okay? Not straight up. Think back at an angle. You've got it. I'm sure you look great. Time. Okay, we got our cabbage patch. Remember, it's down and then around. You don't have to jump it, okay? And go. Down, around, down, around. So when you're doing that circle, those knees are bent. Reach down, out. Remember, you could squat here, smaller range of motion. Of course, you could be using a lighter weight. That's when it's nice, if you're not quite sure, to have a couple of weights so you can kind of gauge how you feel. But as you get stronger, your fitness improves, increase your weight. That's how you keep making progress. Don't be afraid to increase, because your body just adapts. So you always want to give it a reason to get stronger. Okay, so we've got the out and in with the figure 8. Okay? And go. Out in. Out in. Now, there's twisting, there's squatting, there's hinging. So those abs have to be braced. Don't hold your breath, though. Sometimes I say brace and people go, Don't hold your breath. Just think, if I was gonna punch you in the gut, which I'm not gonna, I'm a nice person, brace. You would tighten up if you knew that was gonna happen, right? That's gonna create that intra-abdominal pressure that keeps your back safe. Come on, big movement. Nice figure 8. And time. Okay, lateral lunge with a reach to the side. Let's see if I can get it right this time. See, you don't have to be perfect. There's no such thing. Go. Side. Side. Now remember, you can reach up. Side. Sit back into that heel. Don't let that knee go past that toe. Now I've got a lot of reaching and twisting in all of these movements. I did that on purpose. It's really important to train different planes of movement. So take a big wide step out. This leg is straight. I don't know why I keep bending it. And time. Okay, we got 2 more. 2 more. All right. So we got the dumbbell swing. All right, here we go. Snap at the hip. That hip thrust, that's creating momentum. This is floating. I'm not using my shoulders to lift. I'm using the snap. What was that move in Legally Blonde? Bend and snap? No, I don't know. I saw it once. Keep the chest up. You don't want to bend over like this. Chest stays up. Snap. Now, I am not a kettlebell person, okay? So don't take this as kettlebell form, okay? I don't claim to be that. All right, all we got left is that plank row knee in, and then you are done. So make sure you're on the other hand. One hand on the weight, and then knee, knee. Knee, knee. All right. Pull. Knee, knee. Pull. Knee, knee. Now you're trying to resist movement with those hips. Remember, you can be in a modified plank. Remember, this is not a modified plank. It's something else. But if you need to be there, you be there. I'm not standing there watching you. I'm not the boss of you. You do what is right for you. Get that elbow back. I kind of didn't do that all the way. And nice job. Okay, take your time, stand up. All right, big inhale. How do you feel? Big inhale. Exhale. Awesome job. You did an awesome job. You always do. Side to side, just like we did in the warm-up. Letting the heart rate come down. It's not a big movement unless you're going to do another workout. I highly recommend that not only do you do HIIT workouts, you get some true strength workouts in, okay? You need a balance of strength and cardio. Bring it in, take the arms back, open up, and remember, you shouldn't be doing hours and hours of cardio, okay? If you're trying to reduce your body fat, look at your calorie deficit. Don't go too crazy. You're 5'8", you shouldn't be eating 1,200 calories and doing lots and lots of cardio. That's not what your body needs. And it is not the best way to do it. Bring it across. And then switch sides. Remember, it's got to be sustainable. When you do extreme things, you might reach your goal doing that. You're going to go back to what you're doing, and all the weight's going to come back. So whatever changes you make have to be sustainable for the rest of your life, right? So think, can I do this for the rest of my life? Now, you don't have to be in a calorie deficit for the rest of your life, but it should be foods that you want to eat for the rest of your life. Come up. One more big inhale. You did awesome. If you liked this workout, I have more workouts over here. HIIT workouts, and then strength workouts over here. Check those out. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a great day.